So I'm in the process of building a wood router CNC machine. It's a 5 foot by 9 foot by 4 inch Z-axis, and that'll allow me to do entire sheets of plywood. I'm building this all from scratch, and this is a 2 inch by 2 inch by 1/8 inch square tube, and then I'm building my own linear rails, and they're out of 2 inch by 1/8 inch flat stock. And in order to align the rails so they're parallel and they're straight, I want to be able to shim them every 6 inches on the machine. So I built this drilling jig, and I can drill a hole for a 1/4 inch 20 bolt that is approximately 6 inches apart, approximately in the center of the rail. And I'm going to finish drilling this hole, and I'll show you what I did to build the jig. So here's a quick overview of the actual drilling jig itself. I was planning on drilling the holes for the bar stock and the flat stock. I was thinking, oh, it would have been great to drill this with a drill press, and then I was thinking, well, I could build something. So I came up with this, and it gives me a nice 90-degree angle to the bar stock. So this is the bar stock, and it would ride in this channel here. And it gives me the ability to slide this mechanism back and forth on the bar stock. And I have a 1/4 inch 20 bolt here that sits at the same location as the drill bit in the side to side. And that allows me to give me a 6 inch location pin to the center of the drill bit. And I built this using 1/8 inch by 2 inch flat stock that was left over when I cut the pieces for the CNC machine. And then I also am using the same V-bearings that I'm going to use on the linear rails to guide the drill press up, or the drill up and down. And they're kind of just mounted on this 3/4 inch plywood here. The 3/4 inch plywood I cut up on the table saw to build this little mechanism. This is a 12 volt power supply that was not leftover, but it's a part of the CNC parts that I'm going to use to power the machine itself. So mounting of the drill wasn't the easiest thing, but you know, it was a junk pile drill, so no big deal to me to waste it. I took this piece of scrap 3/4 inch plywood here and just glued it straight to the drill with the epoxy. And then I bolted that with drywall screws to the V-bearing plate. Now what this allows me to do is I can adjust the drill location, center, and vertical alignment. And I can also adjust the other direction by adjusting how much I shim this this to the plate, to the V-bearing plate, and that gives me quite a bit of flexibility. And to power the drill, since I didn't have any way to power it, since this was in my junk pile and it ran off nickel metal hydride batteries, and the batteries were toast, I just soldered in some wires here that go to this 12 volt power supply that I'm going to use on the CNC machine. This is a 25 amp 12 volt power supply that's made by Astrodyne, and that's going to power the Z-axis motor of the CNC machine itself. So when I'm done drilling all these holes, this gets taken apart and put back into the pile of CNC machine stuff. For the 1/8 inch bar stock, I drilled it in multiple places to give me a little bit better ability to flatten it to this piece of wood that I cut on the table saw. And then this was all cut on the table saw, so I have nice 90-degree angles here. And then when I bolted this together, one side of it is screwed down multiple places, the other side's only screwed in one place. That allows the piece of wood to kind of float around and rotate around the stock if there's any imperfections on it. In order to get the 6-inch spacing that I needed, I put a 1/4 inch 20 bolt here in the bottom of the sliding portion, and then I lined it up to the drill bit where I wanted to drill the hole for the 1/4 inch 20 bolt. And I tapered the end of the bolt down so that it falls in the hole if it's a little bit offset. These are the holes that I've drilled already into the rails and then into the frame rail. So they're approximately 6 inches apart. And let's see. So setting up for the next drill hole, here's the hole that I just drilled. I just take the whole mechanism and just slide it along until the pin falls in for the alignment pin. And then I clamp it down with a clamping bar. Hard to operate the camera at the same time, but clamp it in, and then next we'll set the drill on it. Alright, let's see if I can do this while I'm holding the camera. So basically we're setting the, oh, missed the rail a little bit there. Alright, setting the drill into the linear rail, and then it's ready to drill the next hole. And then we'll set up the pressure mechanism, which is another clamp bar. Alright, so to apply downward pressure to the drill bit, I'm just going to use a clamp bar and just put it on the top of the mechanism here, apply it to the bottom of the bar stock, and when I rotate this handle, there's a screw here that pushes pressure against the bar here, which pushes pressure down against the drill bit here, and it makes drilling happen rather quickly. And I hope this video was helpful to somebody, and thanks for watching.